As promised, I am back with a video about the Erin Condren Petite planner system, Plum paper planner, daily planner, and the Erin Condren Daily Duo, all dailies. The first thing I will say is that the Plum paper and the Erin Condren both come in spiral. They're both 6 months. The difference is when you buy the Erin Condren Daily Duo, you get the entire year, so you get both sets of 6 months. Plum paper planner, you buy 6 months at a time. The Erin Condren Petite planners, there are 4 for the year, so they're quarterly, July through September, October through December. And if you want something to put these in, they sell folios that you slip them in with the elastic band. I'm just gonna go ahead and get started and talk about these. The Erin Condren Daily Petites. Right now, this is what I'm using as a planner. I will tell you, I do not personally like their folios. I feel like they're floppy. You have to have 4 books in there for it to feel sturdy, but then it's like a heavy brick. I sometimes just throw this in my purse, but I've also bought covers on Etsy and on Amazon that I just slip them in by itself with the pen and some stickers. It's very flimsy cover, but it has held up well. It's only 3 months, so usually it's not too bad. It does come with a pocket and a sheet of stickers still. And I'll just go ahead and show you what's inside. So like I said, you get 3 months at a time. The cover's different. The inside is the same layout. So the first thing you get is the Erin Condren monthly. This looks the same every planner they have, except this is much smaller. I find this too small for really a great functional use, but I write big, so it really just depends. This book is, I don't know the exact measurements, but it's slightly smaller than an A5. As you can see, this one is closer to that. So it's slightly smaller, but it does fit in my A5 cover. So this is what the daily layouts look like. I'm just gonna show you here. What a lot of people do is use one side for times and the other side for tasks. I personally bought a strip of stickers with the daily times on it. I put them here, and I bought those on Etsy, of course. And then here I split my tasks into categories. And I am currently using this. I will be switching to the Daily Duo in July when it starts. However, I will sit down and do a plan with me at least once in the Petite before then, so you can kind of see how I use it and how I incorporate my deluxe planner with my classes that I teach in with my daily planning. So I'm gonna just go ahead and show you the weekend, because those do look different. I always wish that there was a full page for weekends, but as it seems, most planners just kind of split Saturday, Sunday. So I don't do the hourly on Saturday and Sunday. Most of what I do on Saturday and Sunday is not timed. So if I have a timed appointment, like, you know, socially or something like that, I would just probably put it over here in the blank or in a cute little sticker box. But yeah, this is basically it. You still have this little hexagon. I know a lot of people don't love that. You've got a little calendar here. I don't love that that takes that up, but for me, as you'll see when I do my plan with me video, those don't really get in my way. I use this box for weather. In the past, I have used it for dinner planning. I think either of those are pretty useful. That's about it. And as you'll see, it just goes from 1 month, that's all of July, to August, and so on. In the end, there are no note pages, so if that's important to you. The thing with the Petite folio system is that you would get a separate, they have lined ones, dot grid, and blank. Plus they have a multitude of other, they have a gratitude journal, a wellness journal, a health one, I think they have a pregnancy one. They have all kinds of books, so you could really create your own little system with theirs. I personally don't keep up with those. I do have a journal, but I just write in that every day. It's a separate, like a hardcover, a lock term, I can't pronounce that. So that's what I used for that. I just needed a planner. So that's what I'm using right now. I started using that because I thought it was awesome how small it was. It just like drops right in my purse. I love that about it. But I am finding I might need a little more room for real decent planning. So then I went ahead and purchased the Plum paper planner. As you can see, you can customize their covers. They have a different setup. They have this thick, clear cover. And then they have, it is a durable, like I don't think you could tear this. It kind of feels like plastic, but I'm not sure what it's made of, honestly. I never really looked into that, but you can customize there. You can pick from their covers. I think they have some really cute ones. You can put your name on it. And then with theirs, you can also choose the layout. They have a lot of different options, and one of the cool things about theirs is that you can also customize the layout, and I'll show you. I didn't really do that because for me, I wanted it to be flexible in case things change, but if you're a very rigid planner and you always do the same thing, then you might want to do that, and I'll show you. So at the beginning of theirs, they do have a calendar, and then they have these monthly special dates. I really love that they have the full year in here, and I'll show you when I get to the Erin Condren. They have boxes for 6 months. So I like having the full year, and I really wish they all did. They also give you this. Oh my gosh, I almost lost my voice there. It's pretty early in the morning to be recording, honestly. And I've had a cup of coffee, but I haven't drinking much, and my allergies are bothering me. So, okay, enough about that. So then they give you a blank page, which this is how the Erin Condren one is set up, but not with only 6 months. I'll show you. Like I said, I'll show you. All right, then we go into July. They have this little dashboard. One of the things I love about Spiral is being able to fold it back like this to write, to look, just to have it sitting there. So they have this Spiral one. One thing I don't like is that they have these headers already in here, and so you don't get to choose that. Erin Condren used to do that. They did away with it in this Daily Duo. And I love that. I love that they got rid of the headers. So I'll show you that when I get there. Then you have a note page. And then you have, of course, the monthly spread. Their monthly spread, also very small, kind of like the Petite planner, has very small boxes. The one good thing I think, or is that I find interesting, is that you can sometimes see the lines through, especially on this side, you can see the lines through the paper. So you could use those to write smaller, which would be helpful. Let me just discuss the paper actually for a minute. So the Erin Condren paper is very thick and a drier paper. I really like this. I find it does not smudge. I love to use my Flair felt tip pens, markers, whatever you want to call them, in here. Yeah, I feel it works really great for that. I think that the paper is the same in all of their planners, but the paper in the Daily Duos, these actually feels a little drier and thicker than the Petite, so I'm honestly not sure if that's the exact same paper. But the Plum paper planner, this paper is very smooth and slick to me. It's thinner, feels more lightweight, and it's just slicker. So for me, when I'm writing with a Flair pen or gel pens or anything that doesn't dry instantly, I make a mess in here. So if that is a concern of yours, that's something to think about. A lot of people love this planner and love the paper. I think if you use a ballpoint pen, you'll be perfectly fine. If you have patience and you're very careful, it'll be fine. If you're used to writing on like glossy stickers, this is not that glossy, but you would be able to use this without much thought. I love matte stickers for that purpose. So anyway, moving right along. I don't want to focus too long on one little thing. This is the daily page there. So these are the headers that you can customize. Now I just left this as their suggested remember and today's schedule. So this is where I'd write down the times for my day. This is a list of tasks. And then you can put headers on all of these. If you wanted to customize the header for any of those categories or boxes, they will let you do that, which I think is fantastic. So I didn't do that because I'm not exactly sure how I would use this yet. or if I even am gonna use this. So if I don't, I would sell it or give it away to somebody. Obviously it has my name on it, so they would have to get their own cover, but you can buy covers separately. So, and yeah, these are interchangeable covers. Oh, these are not interchangeable covers. Why did I think they were? I lied. So these aren't interchangeable covers. Somebody told me that they switched to interchangeable covers like Erin Condren, but that was a lie. Obviously they didn't. So I don't know, you would have to cover that with a sticker. But anyway, I might just use this for work, on my desk at work, for my regular day job, because I hate, I don't know, it's convoluted because sometimes I have a task for that day and I'm just not sure. The other thing I do not love about this planner is how thin the lines are. As I mentioned, I write big and I feel like this for me does not really work. I don't write that small, it gets messy. I feel like the to-dos are all crowded together. I could skip lines, but then I don't like the way that looks. So anyway, this planner for me, I like the size. I think this is a fantastic size. It's just easily portable. I love the size, I do. But for me, I don't think this planner is a win. They also have a note sheet at the end, and then it goes, at the end of each month, I mean, and then it goes to the next month. Then at the end of the planner, let me just skip to, they have an actual notes section. They have, and if I remember, you could choose how many pieces of this paper you got in here, or you could add on additional. Costs extra, obviously, but they let you add on different things, which is nice. They have a passwords page, a small address section. They have some US holidays, a calendar, then they have a pocket. It does come with some stickers. And I like that the pocket's not part of the back of the cover, at least. That's a separate part. And that is it. All right, going right on to my newly acquired Erin Condren Daily Duo. I know this is the big, everyone right now is raving about it. So there are 2 books, obviously. They each come with the ruler marker. So I thought that was nice. They each came with one. And this is the colorful layers. For those who don't follow Erin Condren, they come out with different patterns each year for the covers and for the for basically the theme for the planner. They had a neutral one of this. I obviously loved the colorful one. It's beautiful. Look at all the tabs. And as you can see, I pulled out, this is next year's. So the other one is the July one. So they let you customize the cover for the July one. And then the one starting in January has nothing on the front. So theirs is a bit bigger. It's obviously wider. This is like a roughly 7x9 planner. I feel this does get heavy in my purse. It's bulky. It's one of the reasons why I switched to the Petite, because I was just struggling with carrying my planner all over the place. I wanted something I could just have out anywhere. But I miss having all the room and the spiral, and I just miss having the full-size Erin Condren, so I'm gonna find a way to get past that. One of the great things about Erin Condren are that the covers have this, I don't know, gloss. You can use wet erase markers. You can also use Sharpie and then clean it off with an alcohol wipe. So I think that's great. Like I said, comes with this. They always have this sheet of vellum, just a pretty sheet of vellum in here. I love this paper. This sheet of vellum is gorgeous. They always have the same introductory page. All right, so then they have, this is their overview. So this is where I was saying, unfortunately for them, they did a 6-month overview as opposed to 12 months. I would have liked to have all 12 months still, but they just did 6 months. So, and then right here, you can see those same 6 months and some little note lines Here you can see the following year entire calendar. Now, each of the months has a color with it, and I just think these are beautiful. They're so simple, but I just find the colors to be so beautiful. And I love this how simple they made this planner. So here is the monthly view. You have a little bit more room. This is great, I think. It's not huge, but this is really good, works well. At the beginning of each month, you get a note sheet here. This is their dashboard. This is where they took away. They used to have birthdays, monthly goals, and then I think these two were blank, if I recall right. Now they're all blank, which I think is excellent. You can make them whatever categories you want. For me personally, I never had this huge list of birthdays each month. So for me, this is great. I've bought some habit trackers from Etsy, which actually should be in any day now, to use in this section. So when I set this up, I will do another video just showing how I'm setting it up. And of course, I'll do plan with me videos in this as well. And then it goes right into the daily. So this is what their daily layout looks like. And you can see the color coordinates for the month. They have the hours down the side. One thing I don't like, I wish they let you customize the time, because what about people that work overnight or just like a weird schedule or are night owls? I would have done mine from 7 to 9 p.m. They did 6 to 7 p.m., but then they left this last line blank, which I don't like because I'm gonna have to write in 8 p.m. all the time and I don't love it. But what somebody suggested is that if you had something at 8 p.m., 9 p.m., 10 p.m., 11 p.m., you would have that space to write it. So I suppose I will probably not pre-fill that and each day just use it. A lot of people complain about this little calendar. I don't mind it, actually. It helps me see where I'm at. There's one to-do section. So this is where I need to work on to see what is it I am going to do. Am I going to divide out categories as I have in the Erin Condren Petite? Then there's just a box section down here. You could decorate, you could put whatever you want in here. So I think the layout for a single day is pretty decent. This is for the weekend. So once again, it's a shared page. So I think what I'm personally probably gonna do, split this in half and maybe write the times down. Otherwise, I will put the times down. I don't know how many lines there are. I have not counted or anything yet. You can put the times down and still have a task list below it, I'm not sure. Or just have a weekend task list down here. Although I would like to include a weekly picture of some sort. I think that would be nice to look back on. I don't usually save my planners at the end of the year though, so I don't know. It would definitely be interesting, but I feel like I would not need to save this. I personally don't need to save lists of tasks I did all year. So anyway, I'm gonna just flip right to the end of January, and you can see there's another little note page at the end of each month. So each month is like that. Like I said, they have a color assigned to them, and I just think the simple one color, and they're all such pretty colors. I just think that's fantastic. So then I'm gonna take you to the end of this month, and I see they put in, there's one extra note sheet, and then they always have stickers in the back of their book. And one of the nice things is that each of these books came with the stickers. So, and I did show this in my unboxing of the Daily Duo. So if you want to see in great detail, you can look at that. I showed the stickers up closer and stuff. I love this pocket. I just think this is beautiful. I don't know, something about it. And then they got this too. So these covers are interchangeable. You just pop them off. I have a whole big stack. If you wanted to see what they all look like, I could do a little haul and show those sometime. Another thing I love, I actually purchased a bill tracker that you just pop in, and I love having that. I've used it in the past. It's one of the things I was missing in the Erin Condren Petite was how to track my bills. So I will definitely be popping that back in. So when I get ready to do my setup, my full setup, a little bit closer to July, I will definitely record that and show you. So which one are you using? If one of these, do you have thoughts? And if you have any questions about one of them, let me know. I'd be happy to try to answer. I am by no means an expert. I am not, you know, I don't have any affiliation with either of these companies, clearly. I mean, I'm sure you can tell when you're watching videos who does. So I can give you my real opinion, and yeah, I don't know, I'll just be real with you. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope this wasn't too long and boring, and see you in the next video.